This is a 2015 Ford Fusion with the 2.0 EcoBoost. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace the fuel filler neck. This whole assembly, the fuel filler neck assembly that goes all the way down there. This applies to the 2013 through 2020 generation of this Ford Fusion with the capless easy fuel system. So the pipe that I'm talking about, it's going to be this one right here. This is the fuel filler neck assembly for the Ford Fusion. I got the new part right here. This one's in a package, so I'm going to show you how to replace it. So this car having some symptoms called, the check engine light's on, and it has an error message like check fuel inlet type of system. So that means that there's gas vapors are leaking because this device is faulty, because inside you see there's a second flap. This is the first flap, and there's another flap that's inside. That should not be moved by your finger easily. That's supposed to be, it traps the vapors inside, and if it's not functioning properly, it's leaking vapors. So that means that we have a problem. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to replace this part. First thing is you remove the driver rear wheel, which I've removed right now. You're going to remove the fender liner inside this wheel. So you're going to have a couple of these clips. You got one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably like 7 or 8 clips right here. And then these things right here, they just twist off like that. Just remove it like that. And then, so I'm going to use this prying tool to remove this fender liner. Once I do that, I'll get back to you on the video again. Okay, as you can see, I got the fender removed right there, sitting right over there. So all in all, it came with these 7 clips. Just got to be very careful with them so you don't break them. And then it has 5 of these things. They just twist on there on these, so it's very easy to put it back on. So anyways, the pipe we're changing is this one here. Connects from all the way here, it goes down here. So it is held on by this T27. This is a T30. That's gonna be the one that's gonna take this bad boy off. So you're gonna have the fuel vapor lines here. You got this yellow clip. All you gotta do is use a pick tool like this. Just pop it off from here. It's just gonna slide all the way down, and then once you can slide the yellow piece down, you're able to move it from this piece right here. And then the next stop is gonna be, or the next spot that it's gonna be on there is gonna be this hose right here. So you just remove this clamp right here. It's gonna pop right out, and we'll go from there. So you just move this out of the way. Seems pretty self-explanatory. I had a hard time finding this repair on this Ford Fusion, but it's fairly easy to be taken care of. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off right now. So I was able to remove the pipe and install it. I just couldn't get my camera ready in time. But as you can see, I got the new one in there. Very easy. So this was the T27 that I removed. The new assembly came with the whole pipe, the rubber pipe. So you got to basically disconnect it right at the gas tank, right there. So you use a little 7mm to loosen this clamp, and then when you first remove it, it's better to use something like this to free the restriction between the pipe and the you know, and the hose, so it easy to remove. I could advise to put some silicone on it so you don't tear off the pipe, but this car, you know, we're here in the south, so we don't have to deal with the rust and all that corrosion and stuff, so we were able to just do that with just sheer hand strength, you know, able to just, you know, put this pick tool in there, try to release the restriction and able to move it. So now we got everything installed. Now the only thing that left to do is just to put this pipe on there. That's it. And we should be golden after that. And we're gonna put the fender liner back on, put it on with these clips here, and we'll be good to go. One thing I noticed, you know, I was able to put this one in, but the original one that comes out of the car, this one is a little bit more at an angle. So it just, you know, this pipe just slides right in. So this one was a new one that I picked up from O'Reilly. It was a aftermarket brand, obviously. So this, everything is the same. It fits perfectly fine. This one here was just up to here. So this couldn't reach. So I had to slowly bend it out, just like that, so it can fit without any stress. So that was kind of a little bit of a scare though, but nonetheless we were able to knock it out. So that's just, you know, it's always good to use OEM parts, but the OEM parts, this one was like $375. The customer did not want to spend that. I don't blame him at all. This car is a 2015 model with 176,000 miles. You don't want to spend a lot of money on it. And just make sure that everything is on there tight. You know, and this is you got the screw on there tight. You got this pod valve here, and as you can see, it does look like the original, you know, but I wouldn't it's just the way it is, you know. It's not gonna be a perfect 100% fit, but it'll do the job. Hopefully the check engine light's gonna be gone, and this vehicle will be able to go back to its owner without coming back. Because this is the second time it happened, because the owner purchased this used part and it turned out to have the same defect. So now we got the new one. Hopefully things will be resolved. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just gonna be installing the fender liner. That's very easy to do, just these clips right here, and then put the wheel back on and we'll be good. Now when you do jack this up, I always like to keep the jack stands right there. You can never be too safe. And there you have it.